what were the biggest challenges for you because it wasn't lined out up front? If we have listeners out there that are thinking of starting a partnership, that are in that honeymoon phase of a partnership, can you explain what the challenges are that you face that could arise? What should they be aware of?
Well, that's loaded, isn't it? That's loaded.
It is
Um,
loaded.
I think without defined roles between partners, and I think part of the reason that roles aren't defined is so that everyone feels equal, like everyone can do everything. And in reality, that's just not the case. Um, and again, I don't want to be disparaging at all or anything like that. But starting out that way with no particularly defined roles, uh, everyone was doing everything. But it
Yeah.
kind of made itself evident, as Martin had alluded to, that there's different skill sets came to light for each person. So a division of those responsibilities happened, but was never really discussed. And I think while some things may be more difficult and more pertinent to the success of the business, others could really be done by someone with less than a partnership role.
Yeah, it becomes very difficult when maybe one person's carrying a lot of the burden, and the other person's not necessarily not showing up, but they're just not doing equivalent tasks, not working instead of as a leader, but more so working just as a low level employee. That happens fairly often too, right? How did you get out of this situation, Scott?
Mm. Mr. Holland was instrumental in that. Yeah, it was probably one of the most difficult things that I've experienced. One thing I would say that whole process taught me was that not everyone is going to share your vision, your goals, your dream. That they're simply just not going to believe in you, and that is okay. Not everyone is going to believe in what you do. Find people that do. That's it doesn't get easier than that. Once you make that thing very simple, very clear, do not include the people that don't believe in you, include the ones that do. My wife will probably laugh at me for bringing this up, but I enjoy watching fighting, MMA fighting on TV. And there was a fighter last
Yeah.
year, and as they're doing all the pre stuff and announcing the fighters, she was in her corner saying, "I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best." And she went ahead and won the fight. It was a very difficult fight, and in the post fight interview, they asked her about that. That you kept saying that you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, and she said, "I am the best." So with that sort of mindset and mentality, her believing she's the best, there must be other people that also believe she was the best because she has a coach, she has training partners. They all worked with her because she believes she's the best. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the best or that our company's the best because we make mistakes, of course. Uh, but we are the best in that we don't leave a mistake. We own it. We're just honest with ourselves.
Well, this is a lot because that's not, we're going to talk about that here in a minute, but that's not how
Okay.
every company approaches it.
Mm.
And I know that this partnership that you had and the challenges of the past year or so have not been easy. And I appreciate, the information that you were able to share with us, but I think there's a lot of lessons that you've taken from this, and it's going to, make you a way better business person because you do understand the value of vision, the value of having values for your company, and having the right people on board with you, not just partners, but employees, who's on your crew, who's on your team. So really, really thankful for you sharing the information that you were able to. And for those listeners out there that are in a partnership, it's absolutely critical for you to outline things from the beginning, to have a clear vision, to have clearly defined roles. And just because someone's a good person doesn't mean that they're a good partner, and not even a good business person. And so you need to really distinguish between those things early on, because it will save you more than a headache, but a lot of money, a lot of stress and anxiety down the road.